My blissful God disturbed. Ever since Bhishma has seen Sri Krishna, he became more serious and continuously prayed. Mother also, and other family members also, all are praying. Let the couple, Rukmini and Krishna, unite. And King Jarasandha and his friends heard the news of Krishna's arrival. They became concerned. They called for an emergency meeting and made some decisions and were ready for a big battle in a moment's notice. They requested for army protection of the royal palace, and Prince Rukmi said, "You are unnecessarily worried. Nothing will happen. Palace is already safe." This relaxed them, but still all kings were very concerned. Krishna is a big troublemaker. He will do something mischievous, they worried. Next morning, right after sunrise, thousands of soldiers lined up both sides of the road from the palace gate to the temple of Divine Mother, and they were holding swords. And behind them, all the citizens and procession procession watchers were crowding the whole area. Now, music echoed from the palace. A wonderful rainbowy procession moved on. At the front was the team of musicians playing sweet ragas of the occasion, and at the end were warriors on horses. In the middle there was a group of young noble ladies, and their midst were Brahmins, young ladies. They were singing songs. In the middle of them was Princess Rukmini. Her face was veiled, and she was shining, walking like swan elegantly. Her ornaments jingled, and she stepped slowly, peacefully, coyly. Indescribable beauty and grace. All kings, including Jarasandha, Paundak and Dantavaktra, have joined the spectators, fully armed, all along the pathways. Now Yadava warriors also arrived, fully armed, to see the holy procession of the goddess. According to the custom, nobody can stop anybody to see the procession of the goddess. But the kind of phalanx the Major General and Commander-in-Chief of Yadava army have made was not located by those kings. They were happy that the Krishna's eagle-flanked chariot is not around there. Pamira-flanked chariot of Balram was stationed far away, as if nothing is interesting around for them. Now the procession reached the temple gate, and Rukmini Devi entered calmly. Soon warriors surrounded the temple, and music stopped. Complete silence prevailed. The princess guided the priestess guided the princess, and the princess approached the pond, and she washed her feet and sipped water thrice and did asmanam. Then, barefooted, she was laid to the deity with the mantras chanted by priestess, and the worship began. One by one, she offered 64 items of Maharaja worship. At the completion, she knelt down and prayed for Sri Krishna to be her darling husband. Suddenly she felt as if a voice echoed inside, "So be it, ever must do." And she was filled, tears of joy came to her eyes in her most cherished expectation. She ate prasadam and then she broke her silence and holding hand of her friend, she came out of the temple and she was sweet 16, golden white complexion, tall. She was tall. Um, she was tall and thin, astoundingly beautiful, wearing gorgeous silk sari and decorated with gems and jewels, a goddess of beauty illuminating all directions. She stood tall and majestic, and she removed her veil and looked all around for that unknown beloved for whom eyes are thirsty, heart is hungry, so much love and longing in her eyes, in her glances. All warriors saw this astounding, bewitching beauty, and they lost consciousness, my dear friend. That wretched Jarasandha saw, all kings saw. Oh, is this a lived magic or embodied immense fascination? Their weapons slipped, my dear friend, from their hands, and their bodies swooned and fell on the ground. Princess was looking far and wide. Where is he? Where is that eagle-flanked chariot rider one? Where is my lord for whom my heart tormented all along? Where is my golden love who promised me to make me his own? Thirsty eyes of the princess glanced and gazed around, far and wide, into far distances, to the distant horizon. Tam deva mayam iva vira mohinim sumadhyamam kundala manditananam Shyamam nitambar pitaratna meghalam Vyanjakstanim kuntala shankitekshanam. She now walked towards the chariot, my dear friends, as if offering her loveliness to Krishna, eagerly looking forward to the arrival of that Lord. Bhagavata prasamikshmana yatra chalena haraye payatim sashobham saivam shanayati chala kosho praptim tada bhagavata prasamikshmana. Slowly moving her feet, she stepped towards the chariot, ready to take her home. Right then, what happened, my dear friends? Right then, what happened? Right then, look what happened. Sudden halt of a chariot. Sudden halt of a shining gold chariot, as if it came out of the blue, and the princess coyly looked with the corner of her eyes. Utsarya vamakarajai alapang namangai praptan riyai yadanripang dadashachutam sa. Lifting her flowing hair long off, and there was him, her most awaited beloved, Sri Krishna, with big smile lit on his face. He jumped out of the chariot. he is coming, walking towards me. Oh, he is really coming to me. Oh, he came. Princess sighed deep with the joy. Oh, my golden love, you did come to take me, to make me your own. Oh, how merciful are you, oh, the Lord of my heart. Oh, my darling, my blue sapphire, you saved me from a definite death today. And Princess heaved. ताम राजकन्याम रथमारुरुक्षते जहार कृष्णो दुषतां समीक्षताम् रथं समारोप्य सुपर्णलक्षणं राजन्यचक्रं परिभूय माधवः. A wave of cool, cozy breeze with a celestial perfume suddenly spread out, and Sri Krishna stood before the princess tall and majestic and looked into her eyes and said, "Yes, I do love you, Her Highness. I am in negative love with you. I love you madly, my heart is all yours. But, Your Majesty, are you still sure about all what you wrote to me in your letter? Are you sure it's not a joke?" And Princess Rukmini screamed out, it's real, not a joke. I love you to the point of madness, my lord. And Lord Rukmini Devi flung and held Sri Krishna in a tight embrace and whispered in Sri Krishna's ears. What she says? Take me with you, don't ever leave me. Do whatever you want to, but don't ever leave me. I am all yours. Sri Krishna and Rukmini with both hung in ambrosial embrace, and Sri Krishna gave her kiss after kiss on her cheeks, on her eyes, on her lips. And Rukmini Devi responded him with double warmth. 1, 2, 3, 7 great kisses she gave to her golden love, and lover and beloved both merged in each other. One non-dual, pure existence remained, my dear friend, timeless, breathless, egoless, trance of divine. Suddenly soldiers became aware. So my dear friend, Rukmini Devi said, and so what happened? So soldiers became aware and alarmed and shouted, troublemaker came, he came, come down, arrest him, catch him. And Sri Krishna said, left and right, and whispered, Her Majesty, please give me permission to kidnap you. Kidnap you, take me permission, please give me permission. There is no other way. Yes, my lord, take my 1,000 years for everything you want to. I order you to kidnap me, take me to your home. And Sri Krishna at once lifted her in her arms and placed her respectfully on his chariot. And Rukmini Devi was saying to him, I don't want to live where people hate you, my lord. So take me to your sea beach resort, that's Dwarka. And my dear friend, what happened? And then Sri Krishna lifted Princess Rukmini in both of her mighty arms and placed her on the chariot and jumped in, and chariot drove fast, flew away with the fastest speed as if storm blew and lightning flashed, and princess disappeared away, nowhere to be found, my dear friends. Nowhere to be found. And Sri Krishna had gone miles away. Even if you check, there is no way, because his brother Balaram is standing as a live devastation at the mouth of a mysterious phalanx. So what happened, my dear friend? Anyone went anyone went further to chase Krishna, as if gone in the black hole, never to come out again, never to be seen in the world again, ripping out huge trees and dashing on the enemies. His mystic plows and mesh-shaped supersonic weapon, swiftly terminating all enemies overtake. And a younger brother of Sri Krishna jumped off his chariot and ferociously fighting with hundreds and thousands at a time. No one was able to pass through this phalanx to reach Krishna. Even Jarasandha and Dantavakra and thousands of them, they came rushing, shouting, yelling, and surrounded the Yadavas. They were covered up, and Princess Rukmini, seated with Sri Krishna on his chariot, became concerned, and she bashfully looked at her beloved Lord and worried. Then, laughing a big laugh, Sri Krishna assured, Prasya Bhagavanah Masma Bhairvam Lochane Vinamshatya Dunai Vaitatavakai Shatravam Balam. Fear not, O fair-eyed one, your army will conquer the enemy soon. Just watch. And lo, soon Balaramji rose like a bright sun, dispersing the clouds of attacking enemies. Almost all soldiers who came with Jarasandha were slain. Many kings died, my dear friends. They are dead. A river of blood flow. This devastation is nothing to save priceless life of Rukmini. As much precious that person is, so much sacrifice the existence demands for. Rukmini's love is a non-dual reality, and worldly life is a myth, a dream. What's the point in arguing? Concentrated form of humanity is Rukmini, and absolute truth is Krishna. The rest is a vast nightmare. Parts of nightmares need to be cut off so that the truth in humanity may pave their way to a fascinating show. Can you understand this? Do you have some better level of IQ to grasp the fact? If so, you will have peace and great possibility and deep meditation, my dear friends. So now Jarasandha's newly learned technique alone worked, and that was to flee from the battlefield. Thus many kings saved their life. They came to Shishupal, who was still sitting dressed in attire of groom. Poor fellow was morose, as if somebody died. Jarasandha told him, Jarasandha told him about the situation. You are lion among men, he said at last. This sadness is not worthy of you. We all are dolls to dance in the hands of destiny. I was defeated 17 times by these same terrorizing brothers, but on 18th I won. Therefore, even though we have lost now, in future we will definitely win. Don't worry, you will celebrate honeymoon at the same time, in the same place. Only now the bride will be another one. And Jarasandha assured all kings and relatives. Soon he picked up a king who had a young daughter, and he got them married, and Shishupal was fine. After the honeymoon he was glad, and he settled with his new wife. When princess was gone, when princess was kidnapped, Rukmi heard this news and he felt easy burned from tip to toe. He began to tremble with anger, my dear friend. He vowed among all kings, I am going to kill Krishna and rescue my sister. Upon my success alone, I will show my face in Kundinpur, or I never come here. He marched with the fastest speed, one of 70 tough soldiers, like Spartan or samurai-like spirited soldier followed him, but all that army was killed by the Yadavas on the way. Somehow Rukmi escaped the phalanx. And take me to Krishna, he commanded his chariot. Like a strong, dangerous wind, he approached Krishna and challenged. It was the bank of Narmada river, my dear friend. Rukmi shouted aloud, halt right there, drop my sister, I will kill you brutally. And he showered showers of arrows, thousands of arrows simultaneously. And Krishna smiled and picked up his Sharanga bow. And he too showered arrows, which cut them all off. And Krishna attacked him strongly, stronger than the Rukmi did. So his horses were all dead, and the driver also died, and Rukmi was proud that his bow and chariot and horses are superhuman, but he was in a big shock when all of them are dead, and chariot also. Chariot also was broken. So King Anshuman was coming fast to help Rukmi, but Krishna saw him and shot him. Arrow tore his chest off in pieces even before he could reach the spot. His troop fled, and they ran away. Rukmi picked up another bow and set supersonic weapons. His Agnyastra firearm was countered by Parjanyastra, and Krishna responded 10 of his supersonics. Then he cut off that weapon too, and Rukmi picked up Parij and Shul and Bhal and Gala and other sound wave charged supersonic weapons. Each were broken down by Krishna's arrows before he could do anything. At last, Rukmi jumped from with his sword, And Krishna shot and broke his sword and helmet and armor and shield in pieces. Then he picked up his sword and jumped off his chariot with a blood-red eyes. Sri Krishna somersaulted and landing on Rukmi's chest, my dear friend. And he kicked him hard and dashed him to the ground and jumped on his throat, grabbed his throat. Right then the music resounded. Sri Rukmini Devi saw that Sri Krishna is just going to kill her brother. So her musical voice resounded. What she said? Yogeshwara Prameyatman Deva Deva Jagatpate Antum Narad Kalyana Prakaram Me Mahapuja. Overwhelmed with fear to see the oncoming death of her brother, Princess Rukmini shouted, "Oh, my great, mighty beloved, oh, incomprehensible secret of the universe, O mighty armed one, kill him not, dear, he is my brother." And Krishna looked at her mouth pouted, her necklaces broke, her body shaking with fear. Compassion took over Krishna and he threw the sword in the case and bound him tightly with a rope and shaved his hair and beard in a clown's manner. Then he hung him by the trunk of his chariot, being dragged while chariot race. Balramji knew that Rukmi with a troop had escaped his phalanx, so he hurried only to see all his helpers dead and Rukmi hanging all bound up, looking as a sheer clown. "Oh, you Krishna, you are still not a little kid as you were in Vrindavan. To magnify one's kinsman is like killing him, brother. When will you understand this?" And he released Rukmi from the bondage and let him go. And then he scolded Krishna for a second and apologized from Princess Rukmini. "Princess, please don't get upset. The duty of we warriors are almost merciless at times. For peace and justice, we never hesitate to make a river of blood flow, but here we are very sorry to do the same kind of treatment to your brother. Please forget that. If you smile up, I will award you in Dwarka. The slim lady eased her mind by recourse to reason. Vai manasyam parityajya mano buddhya samadadhe." Princess was shy. She pulled out some shine of a smile and Balramji was satisfied. And he saw all his warriors were safe. He ordered them to move, protecting Krishna and Princess from all sides. Chariot flew fast and arrived at the city of joy, that Dwarka. After Balramji released Rukmi, he left. Great was the festivity in all homes in Dwarka, full of joy, adorned with earrings. The ladies and gents brought presents for the bride and groom, who were exquisitely illuminating in picturesque bridal attire, flags, rose-high wreaths, and tapestries, and ornament arches and mandalas and sprouts and sandalwood burning and incense and lights. Banana trees were set at the entrances. All roads were washed clean, sprinkled with water. All princes from Kuru and Sinja and Keka and Vidarbha and Yadu and Kunti dynasty came to greet